Hey YouTubers, I'm back, and I'm actually back today for a couple of reasons. First, I want to make another video on some more dental stuff, and second, I wanted to add to my video just a little testimony on my life and how I'm ready to just make some big changes, because obviously I've had some comments about my weight, so I'm not surprised. And my friend Natalie, her profile's on mine. I subscribed to her. She did a gastric bypass, and we were talking about it last night. And I'm at a point in my life where I've just been struggling with weight, and I'm ready to change as well. I've been ready, but I feel like I've always needed somebody to do it with, and this is a really good time for me because it seems like all my friends are doing it. And not that I have a bunch of fat friends, but all my friends that feel like they want to make a better change in their life and just be healthier and just live for God. It's something that we all have kind of decided that we need to do, and I'm in there. So anyways, I was on Yahoo Answers because I don't really get too many questions about dental, and I know there's a lot of questions out there, so please don't hesitate to still ask. I know a lot of people go on Yahoo Answers, but I'm not saying I'm a total professional, but I definitely can answer a lot of questions. I was in the office that I was at. I experienced just a ton of things. My doctor did everything but silver fillings. I mean, he was really experienced, had lots of school background, and just studied what he was doing. So anyways, one of the first things I want to talk about, because in my very first video I did mention some sensitivity toothpaste, and one that I used a lot, and I stopped using it because my teeth are not as sensitive anymore because of that, was Sensodyne. There are different sensitivity toothpaste out there, and I don't know why I said it doesn't matter, because when you're looking for a sensitivity toothpaste, it does matter. And typically I noticed even nowadays, the more something costs, usually, unless it has the exact same ingredients, it is better. So just pay attention to it. I mean, there might be a you know, an Aquafresh sensitivity that has the same exact stuff as Sensodyne is. I don't really know. I haven't checked, but just pay attention, and you know, even ask people around you, see if they're using that stuff as well. But Sensodyne, I would highly recommend because it works really well for me. One thing I noticed on Yahoo Answers, somebody asked about cavities on younger children, and I think that's one thing that a lot of people are confused about because they figure, hey, the tooth's going to fall out. Well, unfortunately, it depends on when they get the cavity, how large it is, and how fast it's growing, because all cavities grow at a different kind of pace. None of them grow at the exact same pace. So, especially in the same mouth or in the same family or whatever. And a lady had asked about her 3-year-old who had large cavities on her front teeth, and she said it was going to cost about $1,500 to fill them all. And that sounds about right, because on the front teeth they don't use, obviously, silver fillings. They typically either crown them, which causes them to be silver, or if you want them to aesthetically look the same, and you know, and you want your child to walk around with normal colored teeth, they usually put the composite, which is the tooth colored filling, and it is typically more expensive, and you have to be really careful with what they eat, especially on the front teeth. But anyways, the big thing about it is, with her, what I told her was, typically children do not start losing their front teeth, or any of their teeth, which is usually the front first, till about 5, 6, sometimes 7 years old. There are cases where it's even longer. So, and that is not the same for anybody either. You know, you lose your teeth when your other teeth are ready to come in. That's just the way it is. And for her, I told her that she's, especially because her daughter was 3, that, yeah, you're going to have to get them filled. I mean, there's doctors that will say, hey, let's pull them out. But one thing about pulling out teeth, especially in kids as well, is they need that space to be filled with something. Because once you start pulling teeth out and the new teeth start coming in and there's nothing holding them in, it's kind of just the way that it's supposed to be. If there's nothing there and it's yanked out, then it can cause your other teeth or your child's other teeth to come in crooked, or just in ways that it's not supposed to. So you have to be really careful with that. I would recommend that she would even get a second opinion. I mean, the way that dentists are nowadays, you just have to be careful. And I'm not saying anything bad about all dentists, but the world seems like it's becoming this money-hungry place, and it wouldn't surprise me if every other dentist did all of this for the money. And it's so sad because I just wish it was different, you know. But from just the experience, I mean, I worked for a great dentist, but there wasn't another dentist in the office that wasn't as great, that was the opposite, that just wanted the money, that, you know, didn't really care about how the people felt when they were getting teeth taken out, and or even just the injections, and just, you know, it was so weird. So you have to pay attention to that stuff, especially with your children, because they're the ones that are getting those experiences that are going to help them or hurt them in the long run. And that's just the bottom line. So one more question I wanted to answer just on this video, and I'll do more later, is what happens if you don't crown a root canal? A friend of mine had 3 root canals done. Root canals are not as expensive as crowns, because what they're doing is just cleaning out the infection, putting a sealed, I forgot what it was called, but they put like this, it looks like a toothpick, but it's pretty much what it is after they clean your tooth and get it all ready, they put this, gosh, I'm trying to think of what it was called. Anyways, that you don't even need to know, because they seal it up, and that gets taken care of. And actually, you're fine. You don't feel anything after that at all. Now, the problem with that is eventually, and like I said, with the pace of it, it depends on your mouth, your tooth begins to get fragile. And over time, if you do not crown that tooth, your tooth will break, and pretty much the whole root canal will be pointless, because most people who break teeth after they get root canals and not crowns, they lose the tooth. It's almost like, I mean, yeah, you saved yourself some time, but it's just a total waste of money. I mean, it's sad because dentistry is so expensive nowadays, and most people have to borrow money. I can't even afford it. I mean, I'll be honest. I'm like you guys. I could barely afford anything. But it's all about prioritizing. I mean, I need to start prioritizing my teeth as well. I mean, I don't ever want to have to lose any. But also, you want to find somebody that's good, and that's just what's so hard. But anyway, so those are the 2 topics that I'm going to cover today. And also, I wanted to let you guys know that I am on each of my new videos, and I'm going to start doing them more often. I'm going to be doing updates on my weight loss, because as of right now, I'm not doing a surgery or anything like that, but I definitely do want to take a step into that, you know, weight loss pool and say, hey, I'm ready to do it too, you know, whatever. And so anyways, I wish you all the best. Whoever's trying to lose weight, I'm there with you now. And I just feel like we all need a support system, even if it's our family or outside of that, or if we don't have anybody, we need to find somebody, because that's usually what gets me going. So I appreciate all your support, and keep asking those dental questions, and I love you all. God bless.